around. Okay, cool. Now I've clicked the thing. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, hi. It's 7 o'clock. That's pretty reasonable, isn't it? I have nothing fancy to say other than, God, my hair looks interesting in the camera. Right? Like some of the blonde bits, some of the green bits. This is... It's hard to say. Like, I don't know if it is as good as if it was, like, freshly dyed and the whole thing just looks the tealy, bluey green that I just prefer. But this is kind of interesting. And the only downside is that it kind of looks like I'm being sporting patriotic, right? With green and gold. It's not me at all. And try hard enough to defeat the Australian influence of, like, just having each sentence end with an upward intonation. Like, we can't say anything firmly or with any confidence. It's always a question, right? Could be worse, that's for sure. Anyway, hi, welcome back. God, it's been a while since we've tried to play Pillars of Eternity. At least 2 weeks, that's for sure. Because we were back Wednesday last week. And here we are for Pillars of Eternity on a Monday night. It is a public holiday, which means if you have any sense, you will have watched Deadman play, I think, the end of Dead Space. And our favourite Dead streamer went through Dead Space just whenever there was a public holiday, and they are front-loaded to the beginning of the year, a lot of them, so he made some significant progress in a short period of time, and that's pretty good. Oh, I think we can hear a dog. Yeah, the Elephant Cross Stitch, it's a... Marvel, for God's sake. We're so good at putting her into her blanket in her bed that she refuses to do it by herself. No? Give me a bite. Fair. It's a directional microphone rather than a shotgun mic, because it's pointed directly at the Elephant Cross Stitch. Anyway, I suggest you check out the VODs for Dead Space, because it is funny to watch Dead Men go through a horror game, because every now and then he will go, eek! God, I don't know how, given he doesn't have any lungs. You do what you can. I had to miss part of it, because I went for a walk with Emma, which was honestly nice. I'm glad I did. Fucking cold, though. But hey, otherwise it's a really lazy public holiday. Bit tough in the morning. I had to put things out of my head and not think for as long as possible. So I played Dragon Age, cleaned the house a little bit, not very much. And played more Dragon Age and Stardew with Emma, and fuck, that's good. Good God. Need the breaks, right? All this time is my own, too. I think I need to spend a little more effort doing some exercise during the day, because I've fallen off that in the last little while. That won't be too bad. Otherwise, I think I definitely mentioned I finished Elden Ring. With the news of Dragon Age 4 not only having the appropriate naming convention in that it has a subtitle and not a number, it is called Dragon Age Dreadwolf. I downloaded and installed a bunch of mods to play through Origins, and we'll go through the 2 and then Inquisition. Probably won't reread all of the novels and comics, which I have before, but I may be convinced. Teventa Nights is relatively new, so I've only read it once. Maybe that would be something to reread. But it's... Sure, Pillars of Eternity is an Obsidian game, but Trent Oster and other people involved in both BioWare and Obsidian, there was a lot of crossover because they had the same sort of like design philosophy than the types of games they were making. So they shared a bunch of people. I wouldn't be surprised. It's fun to notice the commonalities between Pillars of Eternity 1 and Dragon Age. Even though Pillars is far newer and Origins a bit older. It reminds me, I want to get the actual year, so we'll have to alt-tab. You may lose music, I hope you don't. Dragon Age Inquisition release year. And Pillars of Eternity. 2014 for Inquisition, 2015 for Bills of Eternity. So, like, do a quick Google or search, or just wait until I perhaps stream Inquisition, who knows. And just identify the visual differences and how much nicer Inquisition looks compared to Pillars of Eternity, because Pillars specifically went for the watercolor painterly backgrounds, and Inquisition wanted to go, we're going to use the Frostbite engine, and it looks like this. Okay. Hold on. For example, I'm just going to add a new source of... Actually, I already have a monitor capture, because apparently I do this shit all the time. Inquisition kind of looks like this. And Pillars 1 looked like this. No, I can't play a video. Come on, buddy. Like, it's pretty obvious. I do want to do this. Oh, hey Loxy. Good to see you. Caught up in something, what a surprise. Who the hell are you? You gotta log in. I just might as well link to the videos I'm actually accidentally playing. Like, Inquisition came out a year before, and it looks very different, you know? It's just about the design philosophy. It specifically wanted to have that... Oh god, I had the Twitch window open, so you can see it echo for a bit. It specifically wanted to have the isometric viewpoint, and Dragon Age 1 and 2 also did want to do that. Yeah. And as I said to someone very, very beautiful, stop it, Jibbles. I somehow became even more pretentious by watching another hour and a bit long video, 2 of them. And I now refer to Dragon Age 2 almost exclusively as Dragon Age Exodus, which was its original intended subtitle. Until an executive said, look, Dragon Age Origins sold really well. You gotta call it Dragon Age 2, otherwise people will not know it's the same thing. Fucking idiots. What the hell? 1, that's really dumb. And 2, I don't know, man. It could have helped, honestly, if you don't set expectations. You like, Dragon Age 1 was a massive fantasy epic about across an entire massive country, right? Dragon Age Exodus was supposed to be a tight, narrative-focused, small game. Like, it's this city and the surrounding areas and nowhere else. And we're learning about Hawk and his buddies. His or her. Maybe it could have, like, set the expectations better? I don't know. Bit hard to renegotiate that. Anyway, just something to think about. Dragon Age Dreadwolf is going to look incredible. And likely be a lot of fun. And I'm confident that it'll be worth our time. Even though it'll go on the new game list that I haven't made progress on since I beat Elden Ring. Given I immediately started Dragon Age. Yeah, it's a real shame, to be honest. Dog outside the window? Terrible. It's not where dogs are supposed to be. Anyway, let's start a game. In a moment. No. Alright. Let's click the continue button. should learn too. I think honestly, it's before I click the continue button. I don't do it before we start playing because, like, while it would be easy for me to ramble, we don't have the background music while it loads. I'm like, what a waste! You'd all be missing out. Maybe it's DLC. Your cat spawn point has turned into a dog spawn point because someone's paid Ubisoft an additional $2 or $3. Which I'm sure, of course, you wanted. You requested this. Did you not? You didn't? Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry. Getting a refund for digital purchases is very difficult. You may not be able to. Are you saying the answer to get a cat spawn point is to kick holes in your fence? Emma? No. I assume she can hear me. We're not sure. What are we doing? Oh, it's been a while. Okay. Atheist. Ooh, that could be good too. Oh, guest. Yeah, that's worth it. Oh, Captain. Meow. Hey, little guy. Jella. Yeah, could go kill some pirates. Not a bad idea. Don't want to do that just yet. Alright, Captain has found that there are heat mats in front of me underneath my keyboard. So the cat's just gonna sit. You may see him. Dude, no. No. Kitty, no. That's excellent. That's very good indeed. I hope you could hear him purr loudly. There you go. He'll settle soon. Go speak to the Captain Aeldes. Yeah, that's pretty likely, to be honest. Yeah, no, we can't do that yet. That was way too tough. We started dying. Pocahontas not bad. Go to Tikawara first. Go to any one of those. Okay, let's go to the Narrows first. Let's finish the Cornet's Call. I know it's been a little while, but it was. How's song go? We can do that too. Sorcerer and a Gentleman. Okay, let's break into his vault. I think that'll be fun. And let's turn in the Cornet's Call. That one should be easy. We just gotta get out of here. I believe that's where we left off last time. Because the elevator was gone. We walked all the way over to one of the elevators and couldn't get out. Which is also very much like me. That's quite funny. A little frustrating, that's for sure.
Yes?
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 Hey, Gwynfin.
I shall.
Dario said there was a whole temple back here.
I mean, yeah, there was. But Captain, like, you would not. You'd be bad at things, wouldn't you? You're bad at fighting. You're a big, lovable fluffball. Not very useful in combat scenarios. You need to practice on, like, bugs?
Can I borrow a sword? I promise to be careful.
I don't trust you. Shimmy across. Yes. I'm just saying he's not a high enough level. He needs to grind on bugs first. Delver's Root. Gotta break into a wizard's vault. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna go horribly for us. But that's Slam Shadow style, right? Freewheeling, hilarious. Mostly irresponsible. God, he's your favorite cousin all over. And is there?
There is something I can get for you, yes? Tell me quietly.
What do you know about Spindleman?
Merla, it is a dangerous pest.
He crosses his arms and shudders.
When it dug its lair, it did not even ask permission of their... of the boss.
Well, at least he left your space alone.
He glances at Takeo. The boss. You mean Dario?
If I do, I surely did not say such a
He
thing.
runs his hands nervously over his beard.
But this spindle man, they say it is a mind reader.
Ah, rats. There. Well, now you have to deal with me because I'm much lighter. Sorry, everybody. Is that all? He shakes his head.
They say it is a mind reader. We in Delves Row are simple folk, quiet folk. It does not do to have a mind reader nosing among us. You understand me, yes?
He inclines his head towards you. There you go. Do you have anything you want
There
to
is
buy?
something,
Then?
of
'Cause I think
course.
they're rich
Oh.
now. Not really. Slightly. God, Nope. Nothing. Alright. I'll get through there.
Thanks for letting me tag along. The dead fire is awfully big for this little Orlin.
Where did we meet Dario again? He's around here somewhere. Legend. And there's a... This guy is an assassin who... I'd like you to handle a problem for me.
Of course you do.
Never mind. Why do we... Forgot. Why is the game offering us a way to kill an Ezo for essentially no reason? Just to loot this chest? Can't be that good. Can't ask him. Hey, the dude you pretend doesn't exist? Where is he? Go back to the Narrows, see if we can find another way through. Go to Dario's hideout! Look at that, we did it. Oh. Thanks, Loxy. And Emma. Dario the Lean. Hey, he's leaning.
What do you require?
Dario leans towards you, his leg braces squeaking. That's some money that belongs to you.
A matter of principle.
I think it's pronounced Pinchepi.
In Neketaka, that is rarer than teeth in a clam.
Uh-huh.
Keep it. Who says virtue is its own reward?
He makes a flicking motion with his slender fingers and smiles indulgently. So at the Coordinator waves,
A most agreeable topic. Or so I hope.
he draws his hands together and regards you over long, tented fingers. I found a mosaic in a temple of Ondra deep in the old city.
Galarde! You watchers truly are workers of miracles.
He claps and a figure waiting by the door scurries into the Narrows. What's your interest in Ukaizo? He smiles, but he fidgets madly with the gold at the hem of his tunic.
The mosaic is an ancient work of art. Such marvels must be preserved.
His fingers continue working at his hem. Oh, look at that. We have 2 stats to use. Oh, such a shame. Now you need to work it out. Okay, number 1. You're way too interested in this find and in keeping it a secret for this to be about art. That relies on insight. Or 7. Number 2. For history, Ukaizo is rumored to contain untold riches. It certainly makes sense that you'd be looking for it. 2 is higher. That's true, Luxy. But that doesn't mean that's what we're choosing. It means we actually have to think. We have to think about, like, what would Slam Shadows prefer to say? This isn't about art, you poser. Or, you want to be rich, don't you? It's about money, isn't it, Dario? I'm staring at the cat who objected. Like, patting him, and he just stood up and was like, Really? You're that unhappy? You want to sit back down? Is it just about Richard? Well, we won't know until we accuse him of something, which is funny. I have received 0 votes so far. Well, there's no confirmed votes. Oh, sorry, Luxie. So I will just have to press a button if we don't get anything. Very good, very good. Scritch, scritch. Yes. Hello, Captain. The whole world can see your ear. Good lord. Okay. Well, 1. You're way too interested in this find and in keeping it a secret for this to be about art. A small gold thread comes away in his fingers. He frowns at it.
Let us discuss your payment instead. A suitable enough topic, no?
He clears his throat and produces a blunderbuss. After a brief pause, he whirls around and holds it out to you.
Never let it be said that Dario does not pay a fair price.
Kitchen stove. Damage 3 to 6. What? I mean, it's got 4 projectiles, but still. Inaccurate. Blunted criticals. That is awful, to be honest. Anyway. The blunderbuss is named, sure. Kitchen stove. Yeah, I know. I gotta go with no. Like, I'm straight up just choosing. Indeed, I would hate for anyone to say that. He gives you a respectful, if strained, smile and nods to one of his attendants who produces a bag of coin. Maya smirks and folds her arms.
Now, allow us to put the question of money to rest. It is an unseemly topic to linger on.
Let's discuss something else.
What do you require?
Alright, bye.
A moment, I almost forgot.
He takes the needlework from the table and unfurls it. It's larger than it initially looked.
Percum Blanca. Take it and indulge my vanity.
He hands you a lovingly crafted flag. Principi colors.
It is not as grand as the sails I once made.
Aye, Captain.
But my fingers are ever restless.
I mean, I get it. That's nice, but we have several of those because we stole them from people who died. We're never going to be able to steal that. Well, quest complete, baby. Several people got levels up. That's worth doing. Let's go to the gullet. The gullet. And other horrible noises pulled out of my throat. It's an interesting subtitle. Some sort of horny story, I'd say. The interesting noises torn from my throat.
I told Ashiza to apologize for that incident with your book.
It's quite all right. I appreciate the gesture.
Just say the word and I'll give him a kick in the tail feathers.
Maybe not that gesture.
Oh, that's good. I love you do 2 things. You do them very well, but that's your lot. Yep. Power attacks. And power for extra damage. And power is when we use the it's an ability that sits in a bar. I'll show you in a second. Power this to deal extra damage now. Just means we'll have some sort of trump card. Because you only get 3 of those per rest. You can use them to get some of your abilities back as well, but I think it's fun to use them specifically on blowing something up very, very thoroughly. Choose 1 for each class? Yeah, level 5. The bride caught their ruse and set out to make them pay. Powers that was quick and insightful. Well, that's good. What else? Also gain smart. Okay, well, buffs to allies is not a bad thing to have at all. Seven men onto the deck they went. That's pretty cool. Actually, I think I want that. Let's go for a buff. Druid spell. Extra healing. I'm sorry, it's just so powerful. It's very useful. He's already throwing out heals or dropping AoE heal locations before he steps into spirit form and kills things. Improved critical. Yes, please. Play dead. Always improve an ability you've already got. I think she's a lower level than the rest of us. Cool. Maya is great.
Yes?
Parisy's Overlook. Because we're gonna break into Arkham's mansion.
I can't.
And I think I said dark cupboard, but I should have gone to the baths. Because underneath the baths we found a secret way in. What is what? Vela says, I can't wait to make new friends. Your new friends often try to kill you, Vela. It's not your fault. We don't want you to die. So we need to be firm with you.
Wanna fight someone? I want to throw the first punch.
I just don't think that's gonna happen.
Razor skewers, crusted swordfish.
Swordfish. May just heard a cat go meow because someone entered the room again and he realized that he would be picked up and moved from his seat. Upper floor first, maybe? It's definitely here because it evolved. Maybe not. Okay, maybe not. We may need to continue wandering around. There's gotta be, like... It's gotta be a thing for many streamers to have it clipped where their cats are in the way. Nope. Okay, that was not what I expected. My bad. I have to continue looking. There's a secret way in. I know there is. Pointed it out earlier.
That looks complicated.
It's a door, Aloth. I assure you it's not that bad. You've had worse. You used to be our mechanics master and now it's Slam Shadows. Causing trouble. Look, I've not got it. Riki's overlooked. Oh, there it is. That's a boiler room. How did I miss that? Good lord. Embarrassing. Well, I'm fine. My job as streamer is now over. Oh. Good captain. Good boy. Put the living Sadra in. Here we go. This crack in the wall is perhaps just wide enough to accommodate an armoire squeezing in sideways. The passage seems to widen in the deeper it goes. Squeeze through the crack. Little captain, you have curled up. You're going to rest your head on my mouse, aren't you? You're gonna press buttons? You're already sleeping on my keyboard. Not too much, just a little bit. You don't press some dialogue for us, okay? Because you may get a vote, but
I can be quiet if you can.
you're not allowed to like take away other people's ability to vote, okay? You're just a cat. You're just one cat. Oh. It's fine, don't worry about the imps. Alright, oh fuck. Maya, you've got the best stealth.
Aye, aye.
Because you're a sniper. Sniping involves stealth, of course. Failed experiment.
Yes? Yeah. I got this. I got this.
Aye, aye.
They'll just shut the doors. They'll be quiet. It'll be their job to just sit there and not get caught, okay? The skin tingles as you approach the scrying pool. Your reflection grins up at you from the depths. That cool bit of flavor text there that you put in saying your reflection is already in the pool and grinning up at you, I swear, you do that in a regular tabletop game and the whole party will immediately spend an hour figuring out what is with the scrying pool. I'm like, good, that's fun, that's part of the game. Don't complain about it, enjoy it. But recognize it when it's about to happen so you don't put in too much or too little detail in places where it won't help. No? Purchase order. Most esteemed Arkhamir, we received your order for 2 additional ironclad constructs. You can rest assured they will be delivered within the week. Your continued satisfaction with our craftsmanship affirms that our work goes toward a righteous cause, and we look forward to maintaining your generous patronage. The missive is stamped with the symbol of Abaddon, followed by an illegible signature. Thanks, lol. This is a quality of life thing that's really nice. Slam Shadows is nowhere near this spirit, this soul. Oh, there's another thing too. It doesn't look like the imp can see Maya while we're in dialogue, and that's fantastic. So we need to wait until the imp goes before we end dialogue. This slab looks intended for Arkhamir's iron constructs. You sense a fractured, confused scrap of soul essence. Read the soul. You walk through the halls of Arkhamir's manor. The layout is no stranger to you, and you navigate every turn with confidence. Your partner is your shadow, hanging 3 steps behind. Gesture for him to hurry. A little noise won't disturb the imp stewards. Ifrin nods and hastens his pace. You reach a heavy vault door. The lock is made of gems set into stone. Ifrin is glancing over his shoulder, too preoccupied to follow your careful motions. Set the gems into their combination and pray that your contact got it right. Just as the vault door grinds open, one of Arkhamir's imps rounds the corner and screeches in a full voice. You spin on your heel and make a run for it. Your friend is nowhere to be seen, but a whisper of cloth through an open doorway tells you where he's gone to hide. Before you can take a second step, a blow like a battering ram carries you off your feet. Disoriented and prone, the last thing you see is the fist of an ironclad construct, mercilessly coming down with nothing but your head between it and the cold stone floor. Oof. That's what we say in the business. Big oof. Don't know what that little symbol above the imp head means, but I think it's they can see through invisibility. It's particularly sneaky of the imp, being able to see through disguises and invisibility. Okay. That was close.
What did you find, Ishi?
Hey. Grenade, bomb, nothing special.
Easily done. Can't take all the credit.
Neat. I didn't even know she had lockpicking. Probably doesn't. Probably used the party bonus. Look how much we've already explored in this basement. Don't you feel satisfied? Vela, what are you doing? Get back in the room. Get back in the room.
Give me a real challenge.
Good,
You were saying, just say the word.
good Lord, Vela.
Afraid not, Captain.
By Berith's tits, you're
How
crazy.
may I help?
Your orders?
Shit. Okay. Dumb ironclads, say something, why don't you? Locate Arkham's vault. Unlock it. This device is a complex control panel made of gems set in movable stone impressions. 4 colourful gemstones are positioned around a hole in the centre. Something appears to be missing, though an expert tinkerer might be able to compensate for it. They aren't nearby, they can't help. Examine the absence in the centre. Looks like a setting for a gemstone. Scratch marks would suggest that someone or something pried the stone free. Examine gemstones. These gems are exactly like the ones referenced in the combination you discovered earlier. You already know what specific rotations and positions will open this lock. The vacant hole in the center of the lock suggests that a component is still missing. Leave. We'll have someone with mechanics look at it when we have someone with mechanics nearby. Vault lock broken? Where's shiny crystal go? Look, imp, if I knew, I would have robbed you all. Bet it's somewhere in here, huh? What do you think? Cast your vote now. Nope, okay. I love quick saving. Nope, okay. So, do you think we can get out of here before...
Intruder! Ground meat in the Master's Sanctum! Ski! Ski!
Okay. Who has noticed the awesome thing that made me gasp already? Character stats, no name set. Man, that's a weird name for an imp. Hilarious. Are all of the Archmage's closest friends treated like common thieves?
Shows what you know, eh? Master doesn't have friends.
He makes a wet cackling sound that only parodies laughter.
Follow me, eh? Take you outside. Stay close and not get hurt.
Lead the way. That's not happening. I'm gonna load my save. Sam Riegel does an excellent job of voicing an imp. Quick save. Arkham Manor. Laboratories. Basement. Hell. Hey, it's gotta be hell. It's full of imps. Fire elementals. Yeah, focus on Maya, please. Alright, we've been here. Been here. Been here. We've been here. Here. Been here. Alright, well.
Let's go.
Time to go upstairs then. But as a step on the way to go upstairs...
Yeah?
Please don't get spotted by an imp. Please don't get spotted by an imp. Yes. Alright. Unlocking this will require the proper key. Well, yeah, otherwise there'd be no fun, right? Gotta be challenges. Someone tinker with the panel to see if anything works. Probably Slime Shadows with his 14. After some gentle attention with a practiced hand, a soft click and an arcane fizzle will erupt from the lock. Slime Shadow surveys the job well done with a satisfied smile. Enter the combination you found. You rotate the gemstones into their intended configuration. The sound of grinding stone builds in volume as the door moves aside. Alright, we did it. We don't need to find the correct gem.
I smell magic in the air. Or imp droppings. Or both.
It's a lot of traps. God, this guy doesn't trust anyone, does he? The dinnerware arrayed around the table is gleaming and polished, with not a speck of dust to be found anywhere.
There. What did that tell you?
Trapped, locked, for some armor. Okay, well. I'm taking all your shit. Harappa Epic! Return the artifact to Tamara or Netehe. I think the hardest thing is I need to ask you guys
What
to
did you
decide.
find, Ishi?
Everyone over there. A powerful enchantment keeps these gold bars weighted to the spot. Nagoth's teachings? Nice. Only usable by wizard. Oh, freezing pillar, killing bolt, magic, cloak of death. Amazing. Very cool. Should probably do something with that, but
This won't do.
possibly won't. The statue of honor calls of the first wears a knowing smirk.
What do they...
Alright. Thanks, you dumb wizard.
Keep it down.
I am aware that I nearly unstealthed and walked directly into an imp right after I said, thanks, you dumb wizard. There is no need to point it out, though no matter how satisfying that process would be for both you and me and everyone in the VODs. Cheers to everyone in the VODs and on YouTube. I hope you're enjoying our playthrough of Pillars of Eternity. Remember, if you want to vote, you can. You just gotta tune in. Right, Maya. We've completed the quest we came here to do. We have not looted the whole house yet.
You were saying?
Whoop. Nope, we're good. Don't worry. It's fine. Yep. God, much harder to loot this whole place, isn't it? Bet we could get in though. Yep. Steal from that shelf. I find stealing
Not happening.
is comical at times. Not in real life, but in considering the scenarios and like other unreal ways that it could happen, I find the concept can be really funny. Like Deadman and I have this ongoing running joke about
Not happening.
stealing people's lunches from the fridge at work. That's a horrible thing, right? Such an utter violation of trust and removes a sense of safety for like everyone in the
Speak freely.
workplace.
Not a problem, Captain.
Terrible thing to do. Don't actually do it. As a joke, though, it's very funny. The idea of just taking someone's lunch, just because you can, because they annoy you slightly.
I'm listening.
So pretty. Could lick crystal until tongue fall off.
Yellow Eye 3, huh? Hey Maya, can you... What, pickpocket? Translucent crystal? Well, we know where the crystal is to open the vault. We don't need it though. I love the idea that he is busy staring at the crystal so hard that we can take it without him noticing. The ceramic bowls and plates inside the cabinet, and all covered with a thin layer of dust. That's all there is
Captain,
upstairs?
Not a problem, Captain.
Jeez. Alright. Stealing from people in a video game and tabletop game is the perfect, like, distillation of what is now RPG logic, right? Like, oh, we're the protagonist, we're just gonna take all this stuff. And what do you mean you're just gonna take all this stuff? Oh, we can.
Why master need books? Not even taste good.
We're important, so we're allowed to just
You were saying?
take people's stuff. Oh, okay. Like, this is an awful thing. Not only are we sneaking into someone's
Afraid
house,
not,
we
Captain.
broke into their vault, we're stealing all of their liquor, I'm going through their library. Like, terrible thing to do. Really funny. Here I am going over the way for flavor text. The bay window overlooks gull nests along the steep cliff sides of Neketaka. And the only reason this isn't seen as, like, ruining someone's life is that, one, this dude's already got a lot. He's a very, very famous wizard who has
Afraid not, Captain.
far too much magic and far too much money. So we're just taking shit. And because we're protagonists. That's it. That's the only reasons we're getting away with this. It's not seen as the most awful thing Slam has done, aside from killing people. Maybe even including killing people. The corner of the gallery has a pungent odor. The title placard reads, Koiki Valley. The tiny imps dive and soar among noxious clouds and rocky outcroppings. The title placard reads... Oh, too slow. Paradise for the Depraved. Ooh. A stone tower rising from the forest. On the upper balcony, a young girl dashes inside him and she catches sight of you. There is no title placard. The surface of the water ripples slightly. Every few seconds a bear pokes its head from the trees. The title placard reads, Peace in Obscurity. The sentry appears to be asleep. The title placard reads, The Challenge of Finding Good Help or Why I Invested in Contracts. Contracts? Constructs. Imp is staring at the painting. An unusual growth blankets the floor of a cavern. Pinpricks of torchlight illuminate distant tunnels. The placard reads, Vithrak Courtship Hive. I think Maya just got seen too, but the Ironclad construct doesn't care because we haven't triggered to turn them angry and they don't seem to attack on sight.
Intruder! Ground meat in the Master's Sanctum! Ski! Ski!
The imp chirps a call of extreme distress and flaps his wings wildly. Are all of his closest friends? I'm just looking for an exit or an outhouse, whichever is closest.
Bowels heavy, eh? Why not use carpet? Imps do all the time.
That makes sense.
Follow me, eh? Take you outside. Stay close and not get hurt.
Lead the way. We're taking Dead Man's advice and we are leaving. Out we go! Okay, so we got detected. We still succeed.
Takehu, must you practice your chant so loudly?
Songs are for singing, my friend. If they bother you, I will find one more to your liking.
I don't think we went into his bedroom. We're going back in. I don't remember getting to his bedroom. I thought the upstairs was done. It's not. We're going into his bed and we're going to short sheet him.
I shall be discreet.
I think the ironclad constructs don't react when they see you. Yeah, they don't give a shit. Okay. I think if you fight the imps, the ironclad constructs will charge at you and be much harder to kill.
Be discreet.
Right here. This would be terrible design. Luxy, you're an architect, right? Please tell me, is it a good idea to have an open air walkway from your upstairs room to your bedroom be the only way to get there?
Takehu, if you keep tugging on that, I fear you'll pull it clean off.
My tentacles enjoy a good tug. I try not to take them by surprise. This time.
Uh-huh. Okay. Takehu, can I watch you pull on your tentacles a little bit? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. How else do you get to the bedroom? That is incredible. That's a bad idea. If it's raining, you can't get from one part of your house to your bed without getting damp. Also, we're in a coastal island town city. It rains a lot here. You can hear my disapproval.
I see where you're going with that. There.
Ah, boots of speed. Yes, please.
Aye, aye.
Oh, more
This calls
traps,
for a subtle touch.
wizard.
There.
Oh, exceptional scepter. And a black pearl. Pretty cool. Arkham old robe. I think if we run into Arkham, I'd love someone to be, probably Slam, to be wearing his robe. Ring of Overseeing. Ah, 10% area effect. Not amazing. Still good. Arkham notes. What help these imps offer is hardly worth the trouble of enduring their company. Yesterday I tried on a different face and my butler nearly sounded the alarm. There was some comfort that he recognized my robes. He gave the chittering fools a passphrase to avoid this unpleasantness in future. Cider and cheese. Simple enough for an imp to recall. Oh, well, well, well. I think we've just discovered something interesting now, didn't we? Didn't we? Slam? Put on Archimedes' robes. Ooh. They look awful.
Suits me, don't you think?
No.
Your orders?
You're gonna say cider and cheese
Not a
if we
problem,
run into
Captain.
if we run into any imps, okay?
You must gather.
Surely there's a secret passage, but there isn't. At least not one that we found. Our perception is pretty high. We've got a expert sniper in the party. She and she's up find everything. Okay. Quick save. We're going to find it. There wasn't even a staircase on the way up? Like, I don't know. Hey, Construct. Yeah, that's fair. Now remember, we're saying cider and cheese to an imp. We want to see if it works. Scree! Scree! Hey. This leathery imp cradles a gem in his claws. No, he doesn't. And makes a soft cooing sounds as he extends his forked tongue to lick each facet, coating it with a layer of slime. Ew. Sensing your presence, his eyes snap open. The imp lets out a piercing shriek and clutches their gem protectively close to his body. A pair of yellow eyes narrow on you, focusing with intensity.
What you do here? Biped groundwalk filth. What you do here, huh? Why you trouble Yellow Eye 3?
See my robe, supplicant? It's me, Arkham here. I'm merely testing out a new illusion.
His master? Give passphrase or get chewed to mush.
He advances slowly, hooking his claws with eagerness. Maya smirks and folds her arms. Cider and cheese.
Master or not, it's good enough for Yellow Eye 3.
The imp favors you with a nod of approval. Tell me about yourself, friend.
Yellow Eye 3 happy to serve Master. His best imp, huh?
He inches closer to you, pawing the air affectionately.
First Yellow Eye died, second Yellow Eye died, now his third.
He accentuates this point by raising one finger, then two, then three.
Master gave Yellow Eye a number, so he would remember which one he was.
Will there be a Yellow Eye 4?
4, 5, 6 is all the same to this Yellow Eye.
Undeterred, he waves you off. How did the others die?
One died asking idiot questions.
He scratches his scaly midsection and chuckles.
2 died stealing baubles. 3 is more careful. 3 watches out for kabooms. No more pretty crystal, though. Filthy groundwalker took it.
He stares daggers at you, lingering especially on her pack. Back to my previous questions.
Go on. Yellow Eye 3 has time for smelly groundwalker.
What do you know about the vault?
Is on the lowest level, southeast corner. Sealed up like dirty secret. Burglars tried to open, but they turned into food.
He absently picks his teeth. Farewell. Well, it works. Yeah, maybe. Good master. Merciful master. Like, I certainly agree that's a possibility. He's a wizard. Wizards have no sense of right and wrong. Probably just teleports around. Problem solved. But also, like, magic's gotta have a cost. Not just for conservation of energy, but, like, setting-wise, it'd be pretty boring if you could just do it. Rattling sound issues in the display case when your back is turned. The 2-headed skeleton hangs motionless. I feel like it's gotta cost you something, and
I'm safe with you, Captain. I just know it is all.
we're breaking into a wizard's head. Okay. I just prefer it to be like a bit of energy, a bit of investment, a bit of time, focus, and like maybe you can't teleport willy-nilly. Eh? Failed experiment. Thanks for the mushrooms, lol. This town nothing without imps. Nothing new. Right. Like, he probably spends a lot of time down here, in his basement, in the laboratories. So why else would you be a wizard if you don't want some just time to yourself? Parrying a teleportation with imp blood, I imagine, Luxy? Wizards are massive nerds. Almost universally boring, too. And that's the joke. That's the running joke. That's the trope for them. It shouldn't be. Oh, what do you want to say, Alice?
Yes?
You don't seem to be getting along with Takehu. Color flushes his cheeks.
Small wonder I was a terrible spy. Am I truly so obvious?
He shakes his head, seemingly to himself. Suddenly a look of aggravation flickers through his face. His features contort into a fiendish parody of themselves.
Think a bookish lad like ye can feign dull? He's stewing on the fish-scaled one.
Isilmir's voice is high with exasperation.
5 are the days when a bashing fixed all.
She sounds uncharacteristically tired.
Isilmir, your explosive temper creates as many problems as it solves. You just don't stick around for the aftermath. Anyway, it does seem Takehu and I have gotten off on the wrong foot.
What's your problem with Takehu?
Where to begin?
He rolls his eyes.
He thinks some skill with water and a head of tentacles make him Ondra's blessing on land. Fie, there is some kindness in the gods to give us such a spectacle.
His face contorts again. Isilmir twists Aloth's lips in a brief smile.
Do you think his trunk is always wet, or does it just shine so? Suppose the rest of his hair is squirmy, even the parts? I'm certain he's a perfectly good entertainer, but I have my doubts about his reliability.
He clears his throat. He folds his arms. He's traveling. He's loud and boastful, and you don't like that.
Well, of course not.
Remind you of Isilmir?
Fine, nay half so pretty. Please. Isilmir may be uncouth, but at least she has some mettle.
He swallows back another look of irritation.
I apologize for any unseemliness on my part. This won't become a problem, I promise.
Thank you, Aloth.
Hey there. Sure.
Managing those individual disagreements between party members is not something you want to put onto a particular character in a tabletop game, right? Not unless you're specifically building a game around that sort of thing. But managing it in this sort of scenario is fun. It's nice to talk to him and figure out. Damn it. Okay, I don't remember what Tamara or Netehe want to do with the tablet. So we'll go talk to one of them first. And then go talk to the other one. And then I'll ask for a vote. You'll have to decide which person we're handing it to, right? I think that's only responsible. No, Vela.
Did Kana ever get to meet Ishi?
Briefly. It didn't go well.
Really? Kana always seemed agreeable to me.
Oh, you weren't there for the White Flood. Ishi can purge his whole intestine at once if he's feeling ornery. Kana never wore that hat again.
Oh, wow. Netehe!
You return. What say, friend?
I got you the Harappo. Whoops! I had questions about the tablet. Oh, shit. Damn it. I accidentally okay, well, I'm sorry. It looks like the choice has been taken away from my hands because I pressed the wrong fucking button. Anyway, let's just take a look what happens. What say, friend? I got you the Harappo. Whoops! Her mouth drops open and Netehe scrambles to catch a tablet before you deftly hoist it up. She only comes down once the Harappo epic is in her hands. Oh well.
Don't you ever.
She clutches the tablet to her chest and sighs.
The Queen thanks you, my friend. We are a step closer to...
Netehe trails off as a winged, leathery figure in the distance draws closer to you.
Hey, you the Watcher?
The imp prods you to get your attention. What's it to you?
Arkhamir, the Great Master, has returned. Invites you to join him at the estate. Says you know where that is.
The imp lets out a harsh, discordant chuckle, holding his claw in front of his mouth to hide a mischievous grin. What's this about?
Oh no, Master doesn't tell us imps anything.
I'll see him when I have the time. Sorry, the way he drowns out each word suggests that the imp is practicing sarcasm.
Eh? But whoever has time, you have to make time.
The imp nods to himself thoughtfully. Good advice, imp.
Find Master in his study. Don't be late.
The imp winks at you and flutters away.
Well, that was faster than I anticipated. I had hoped for more time to work with the Queen on her formal apology, but I will have to accelerate our plan.
She frowns, clearly disturbed.
Thank you again, truly. This may be our most meaningful step towards Ukaizo. We just have to pray that Arkhamir doesn't put hexes on his belongings.
He probably does. There were a lot of traps. She handles the tablet with care.
On the bright side, if he wanted to kill us, he probably wouldn't have bothered with the imp.
That's right. Alright, let's fucking go. Alright, now. Did you arrive on the wanker? Yes we did. Yes we did. Actually, we arrived on the compensation. We just bought the wanker and then kitted out with cool stuff, and we'll be setting sail on it soon. Yeah. I should note.
Right here.
Slam's still wearing the robes.
I got this.
Nope. We'll go to his bedroom, see if he's there. Wait, he's in his study. Come on. The whole place is his study. Dude's got way too many books.
My tongue kinda hurts.
I'm primarily wearing the robes just to see if there's a dialogue option that's like, we were never here, what are you talking about? And so that we could be wearing his robes when that happens. Let's go to his bedroom, maybe he's here. No? Alright, well. It's a pretty neat bedroom, to be honest. I'd hold some kind of discordant orgy there. That sounds great. Fur rugs everywhere.
My friend, you hide your face in a book while the beauty of the Deadfire passes you by.
A readied mind will be far more useful the next time we face dragons, cultists, or vampires.
You are ready to face death. What of life, I say?
If you'd never experienced the pleasure in a good book, more's the pity.
So haven't I been saying for like maybe 50 or more episodes that, sure, it maybe spelled vampire, and you know it as a vampire, but it is definitely vampire. Well, Alos just proved me wrong. Ugh. Well, okay, let's look for his study. Maybe it's downstairs in the laboratory. Takeo and Alos should fuck. That's not a bad idea. I mean, I approve. I think that's a great idea. Maybe it's here? Looks kind of studious. Merciful master. Oh, come on! Put it here near the body of the person who was killed. Oh, damn it. I bet it's upstairs. But to save us having to go back down, let's check the scrying pool. Like, it doesn't have to be a great idea forever to be a perfect relationship, but let's face it, a little bit of messing about would be good for both of them. Takeo is young and boastful and proud and prideful and not exactly experienced. And Aleph is sad and bitter and aged. Like, they've got things to learn from each other. And not to be gross. Probably here, huh?
Hey there. Be right there.
Hello, wizard.
I trust you had no trouble finding the place?
Yeah, finding the place, finding you is separate. Sighing, Arkham glances up from a roll of parchment. He takes up a quill and draws several lines across a calendar entry, digging the nib hard enough that the scratching fills the silence.
Neketaka is either a testament to the ancient Huana's love of labyrinths, or their hatred of straight lines.
He grimaces and rearranges several of the objects situated around his desk. Age, not the Huana, has set the bones of the city at crooked angles.
Sadly, I did not invite you here for a discussion of city planning. Your robes. How alike they are to one I keep in my chamber.
His eyes narrow to pinpricks. They're very comfortable.
Indeed. I warn you to stay your hand and treat with me better than you did poor Consolate.
He pauses to study your reaction with interest. Consular didn't give me much of a choice. Sighing, he wraps his knuckles on the top of his desk.
But let us get to the business of the hour, shall we?
He opens his palms.
My estate was recently burgled. My vault breached.
He sighs, drawing a sheaf of papers closer and then pushing them away. I'd be happy to track down the culprits for you.
This will go better for you if you don't insult my intelligence. At the Circle's behest, I'm expected to show restraint in these dealings.
His nails dig into the armrest of his chair. A tearing sound fills the silence between you.
You managed not to rouse a peep out of my servants. If nothing else, the lack of disruption is appreciated.
I didn't want to cause any trouble, I just wanted to steal everything.
I am less pleased about the Harappo epic resting in the hands of those who lost it once before.
You have a British accent, so I'm going to say this with as much enthusiasm and aplomb as I can. You had no lawful right to it. Actually, number one's better. In the hands of its rightful owners, you mean?
Did I ask a question?
Arkhamir glances to the left and right. He waits before continuing.
The Circle of Archmagi wishes for us to put this unpleasantness in the past with a gesture of good faith.
When he finishes his air quotes, his elbow knocks over an inkwell. Arkhamir simply glares at the spilled ink until it retreats back into its receptacle. Fucking sick. Love that. God. Have your wizards do casual magic stuff. You want me to steal the Harappo epic back?
An amusing project. But no. The Circle has expressed concerns about a certain mobile deity.
Same.
The Deadfire is a fragile place, and a blundering soul drain like Aethys can damage more than just castle keeps.
The Deadfire will be lucky if any of its reefs endure this long walk of his.
Indeed. It isn't our desire that you apprehend the deity. That simply isn't practical.
I'd love to try.
We need your help in preparing for the worst possible outcome.
Arkhamir presses his thumb down on a spider crawling across his desk. His upper lip pulls back with delight.
Normally, the Circle's involvement constitutes the worst possible outcome. Or have you already forgotten the Blackwash Falls incident?
Aloth watches Arkhamir through narrowed eyes. Ooh, Aloth.
Kalakoth replaced the water. What more do you desire? An apology?
Arkhamir turns his nose up at Aloth. This isn't just restitution, the Circle is worried.
We do not worry. We measure, and the resulting value dictates action. You are only involved because it is advantageous for knowledge of the Circle's involvement to remain discreet.
What? Pish posh. I'm very British.
The wizard Bikana installed an observatory due northeast of Neketaka. For your absolution, the Circle asks that you locate her research.
Why ask me and not Bikana?
She vanished from academic research, and therefore her livelihood.
Odd.
All signs point to her lab being abandoned.
What are you hoping to learn from the stars?
That the Circle's concerns are utterly unfounded, of course.
His eyebrow arches up.
No doubt you'll recognize the appropriate documents. You have an eye for valuables.
Oh. Don't be... No. Thank you. I'll get you research notes.
Fair warning. A vessel flying the sigil of the Torn Bannerman set a course for the observatory.
Frowning, Arkhamir sifts among his correspondence until he sets upon the one he seeks.
I have every reason to believe they travel armed.
They're elite mercenaries. We faced off at the siege of Kragholt.
Did I inquire after your personal history?
Arkhamir sneezes into his sleeve and grimaces. Ew, we're wearing one of those sleeves.
My interest begins and ends at a single point. That someone of great means desires abandoned arcane research. Research which we disregarded.
He clears his throat and glances away.
Come back alive. Not at all. Now, if you don't mind, I have a manor to restore.
I didn't hurt anyone in here, my man.
And a security system to reevaluate.
He frowns toward the door before turning his focus back to his desk. Well, bye.
Right here.
See you in hell, you old fruit. Effigy's husk, humility. Now, what were you wearing, Slam? Here's a miscreant's levers. Yeah, that makes sense. You are a miscreant. Yeah, that makes sense. What a scamp. Chest guard. No crit. No, less for disengagement. Less crit. There you go. Enjoy that. What a mischievous scamp. Good lord.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, I love his current security system. I think it works perfectly for me. What instead? He said he was going to restore the mana, right? I hope he fills it with shiny things. Yeah. Right? Yes, please. I love stealing. Anyway, Dark Cupboard. Why are we visiting the Dark Cupboard? Ah, Facina has something for us. And I've already told you, but it has been a little while, so maybe one or two of you are going to be like, oh, my word! The truth, it finally comes out. Hey, Facina.
Do you look for something in particular?
Facina leans in and cocks her eyebrow. You don't seem very happy here. Why not voyage with me for a change? Sighing, Facina leans her weight on the countertop and surveys her surroundings.
Magico. I fought so hard to get here, but I won't miss a splinter of this place.
Though she doesn't raise her voice, she pounds the countertop as if she had.
Hey, him! I quit. For what it is worth, I have not enjoyed a moment of our time together.
Huh? Make Master angry. Arkham here will grow a turnip in nasty Facina's mouth.
The imp looks ready to say more, but hesitates.
Be safe. Many horrors out there.
His tone softening, his eyes downcast, the imp gestures dismissively toward the door, offering no further elaboration.
Agrasima, I think. Corres.
Goddess, fairly and farewell. Go with the gods. Facina gives the imp a quizzical look.
Wherever you're headed, it can't be worse than here.
Smiling a little, she flashes you a casual salute. End dialogue. Whoop whoop. She's not a full companion. She's a sidekick. She doesn't have a quest. You can't form a relationship with her, but she is cool. She gets to hang out on our ship, and when we leap onto an enemy ship to kill them, because we're also pirates, she'll join in the fight. Yay! The choices for Facina are Wizard, Conjurer, Lawmaster, Wizard Enchanter, or Sorcerer, Wizard and Druid. Please make your choices now. I should note that we have a pure wizard in Aloth. Emrar. You're not wrong. Also, she starts at pretty low level. You can see it because she's only got... Oh no, yeah, only things up to level 3, and she'll level up a bunch when she joins us. She's a conjurer, which means she can conjure a familiar. That would increase our pet count. That's pretty interesting. Wizard Enchanter. She'd only level 2 spells, obviously. She'd still be a conjurer wizard. I honestly think we should not add an additional chanter, but it could be solved by having a wizard druid, though we do have a druid already. Pure wizard conjurer makes the most... Yep, yes, pets, druid. Excellent, that's 1 vote for it, and no vote for Larksy. Let's go with druid. See? Casino. 13.
Farewell.
Aloth, I love you, baby, but we're going to have a small change.
Something you need?
Facina has gained enough experience to level up, and then she automatically levels up a bunch. As a druid, she can spirit shift into a wolf. Very cool indeed. Boiling Spray. Returning Storm, Twin Stones. She's got up to 4th level spells, and Mora's Writhing Tentacles. Not bad, not bad. Facina's Grimoire. Look at that. Oh, what a grumpy lady. We're going to put you in a robe. The robe your master used to wear. You're going to hate it. It's very... Actually, Effigy's Husk is better. That's fucked up. Maybe humility. No, the Effigy's Husk is better. Oh well. stone. Immune to perception afflictions. Immune to might. Maybe perception would be better. Hostile only. Well, not bad. What else can we give you? Yeah, great protection cloak. Excellent. Area of effect. Yeah, Cypher Shackle. A little bit of extra constitution would be good. It's that or... Honestly, I don't think we have anything else that increases intellect, so let's do that. Not a fighter. Stride and survival. Oh, movement speed. Survival skill. Not a bad idea. Cool. She starts with a fine wand and nothing else. That's fair. You're going to have an exceptional scepter instead. Poleaxe, large shield. These don't have any special... Yeah, you can swap grimoires quickly if you need to. It's just... Yeah. Just changes the spells that are available. It doesn't actually change anything else that much. Still pretty good.
Ah, I'm on it.
So, you gotta admit, I think it's really good. Very, very clever, very fun to have a... Like, if you've got a quest to sneak into someone's house and steal something, and then you have them, like, notice afterwards, it just feels neat to have that go in that direction, you know? Like, oh, of course they notice. What did they want from me?
Casita, I'm glad we have this chance to talk.
Some other thing that leads into the next section of the plot. Another side quest, something else interesting, right? And then you can characterize the NPC they stole from in a new and interesting way. Are they perhaps excited or pleased or like chuffed that they got to meet someone who finally broke through my security system? Ah, I've been waiting for years. Or are they like absolutely, utterly pissed but are not allowed to respond the way they want? We learned about Arkham because of it. Fasina folds her arms and glowers.
I have not properly thanked you for taking me away from that place.
You don't need to thank me.
Perhaps not, but I wish to do so all the same. That shop and my apprenticeship were like a diving bell, dragging me all the way to the bottom with barely enough air to survive.
She winces.
Arkhamir was fond of tormenting me. If he had taught me anything of substance, I might even have endured his wretched company a while longer. In any case, now I am free to study the world, and it is because of you. So, now I will say it. Agrasima.
What did you want to learn that only Arkhamir could teach?
Ah, what a question.
Fasina clocks her tongue on the roof of her mouth and nods.
Arkhamir is... elusive. That flamboyant house of his? It is all a performance, a mask that people will not think to peer beneath. I had a sneaking suspicion that he knows more about magic than the rest of the circle combined. Or maybe he is just an accomplished liar. I may never know the truth.
Are you interested in any particular areas of study?
Ah, what a question. Arkhamir, or maybe it is a funny thing. I was so quick to chase my ambitions, as if an apprenticeship would outline the course of my life. In the end, I was building a castle in the sand. The taller it rose, the harder the waves swept in to batter it down.
But I am.
Now I have no plan, and the uncertainty is a refreshing change.
Did I mention I got results for the last assignment on Wednesday night? Not sure if I did, but I passed. So we wait for the last results for the last assignment for the other classes, see if I pass that unit. Fuck me. I need to figure out how to sign up for the next semester, and I have no idea how. Because every time I go to their website, they're like, to do this, click on help. And I'm like, alright, I click help, and it just logs me into my regular portal. I know for a fact they will email me to say, hey, sign-ups are open. But, like, I'm anxious. I want to deal with it early. Oh well. I want to put it in my goddamn calendar. Hey, make sure things are done by this date. Anyway, before we head out, any thoughts on our travels so far?
Right now, I desire nothing more than to enjoy my liberation. I will worry about the problems of the world as they come.
Fasina smiles a little. I'm curious about you.
I came to the archipelago as a groveling apprentice. One day, I hope I will leave it with a speck more dignity than that. What more could you desire to know, Casita?
Okay,
Ask away, Casita.
let's be off. We will talk more to Facina soon. I'm not strictly bored, but we've...
Miss Facina?
What is it, child? Did you break something?
It's not that. I know you don't like imps, or music, or jokes, or talking. But I think you're swell. And pretty. And you deserve to be happy.
Thank you, child. Agrasima, I will take it under advisement. You are very small and very nice.
Oh, Phaelo, that was incredible. That's so nice. That's so good. Thank you. So good, thank you. Yeah, I bet, Loxy. I wanted to just, like, we've had several episodes in Neketaka. I want to get the fuck out of the city again. Holy shit. It's so big. There's so many side quests. And I don't hate side quests. I love them. And I would do all of it. And if I was playing this without a camera, without an audience, I'd just be, like, doing the whole thing and clearing it out, doing everything we could, and then leaving and coming back and doing it again, baby. But, like, it's not super interesting to show you the same thing constantly. Like, let's go explore. Let's see what's going on in the oceans. Let's go check out our new fucking ship. Look at this fucker. It's so dangerous. The wanker is going to wreck the hell out of the next pirate we come across. Oh, I found the Deadfire soundtrack. And I have these, sea shanties. Oh, slavers. 95, 11, this is 95, 65, 11, 60, 32, 9. Naval combat. Full speed ahead. 70. 45 base. Valeria sales advantage. Go! 300 meters away. Keep going. Now it also takes us even longer to turn. See? +1. 2. They fire. Oh no, we took some damage. Good thing we've got... Shit! Fucking goddamn it! Press the wrong button and continue to turn. Anyway, fire the starboard cannons! Oh, that's not a very high chance to hit. Oh well. Grape shot, because remember, our main strategy is to try and kill people on deck, so we fight less of them when we leap over at them. Still more than we would have done beforehand. Jibe. 1. Oh, cool. 2. 3. Fire the port cannons. You have a reduced chance to hit because you just did a jibe. Not enough helmsman ranks. Why do you need helmsman? You're a cannoneer now. Not enough helmsman. Maybe it's a helmsman that's providing a penalty. And yet, since we have so many cannons, it doesn't strictly matter now, does it? Since it takes 3 turns... Oh no, what if our dudes are injured? It takes 3 turns to turn around. We actually could just keep doing that. Because our cannons reload in that time. Just moving real fast. Fine port cannons. Damaged hull. Oh, I think our hull is damaged. Yeah. We don't have enough spare staff to just go deal with it. Anyway, that was fun. Let's go deal with this by ramming them. Got a bit of hull damage. Alright, Wanker, charge! Before we charge, I actually want to do a report to you. Yeah, when you have this, you can move people to resolving issues instead of... Okay, report to... No, it's still not done. I don't think we need to. Let's just ramming speed. Our hull's low, but we're okay. We received 8. We're fine. Right, now, we'll get to watch it. Starboard side. They're everywhere. It'll be fine. We need more people. We need higher ranked crew. We need to do a lot more sea battles, which I'm sure you'd love. Sorry. Oh, look, one of them is unconscious already. Aww. There's any better cannons. Oh. Edwin, Constantin, Seraphim. We've got Facina with us here, but Aloth and Oswald? Oswald, be careful, man. You're not really dangerous. And Shoti. These guys, absolutely fucked. Check out Facina. Spirit drifted into wolf form already. First, let's summon the familiar, right? Probably not the greatest idea. We are in combat, but like, you know.
Right between the...
What? Beetle! Her familiar is a beetle. Adorable. Affects allies. Stanton should be okay. I'd actually like to move her up.
I don't think I can pull that off.
Slam! Quick! 46. Go on, Casino, get the spell off. Mobilize. Very good. Aloth's crackling bolt deals with that. Problem solved.
Yeah.
You're using a special sword, aren't you, buddy? Modwear. Kill one Kith. Wow, he did it. I wasn't even paying attention. That's our talking sword. Worthless idiot suffered broken bone. That's a shame. We don't need to give him any coins. Take all and continue. Ta-da! Watch out for Vela. Oh my god, yeah. God, I didn't even think about her. She'd explode and die, wouldn't she? Okay. Talk with Modbria. 0 of 1. Okay, we can do that. In fact, we might talk to her right before we go to break, right? It's a couple of minutes. How chatty can a sword really be? Honestly, the sword could be very chatty. It could say many things. Who knows? Talk to.
That was amazing. You're so great at killing things. I mean, really great. Wow. I feel incredible. Can we do it again?
Yes. Well, that was good. Deal 1,500 damage to Kith enemies. Okay, I expected it to be just a little bit more than that, but I guess not, right? Well, it does speak of a lively deer wooden twang. A fact that tells you more about its origins than it has any intention of doing itself. Yeah. This is incredible. I'm buzzing. Can they feel it too? Do they know? I should tell them, but what if it scares them away? Gosh, I don't care. I thought I'd never have this again. Deal 1,500 damage to Kith enemies as well. That's gonna be a rough one. Woof. Alright. It's just like... Slam! We used to be pew pew! 2 pistols, but now it's sword and board. Like, I don't hate that. It's just... Oh, that's right. Another slaver. Vast last, prepare to be boarded. Our hull is still at 19. That's why I'm not doing a naval combat, because they could sink us. Not doing that. We're just gonna move straight in. Like, not to be too arrogant, but you gotta think, oh fuck, I can't believe you've done this. And just... Moldweir loves you being used in combat. Oh my god. Maybe it won't take us that long to get there. I think casters like Ciphers, Chanter and Cipher for quite a while, right? Many times in Pillars, and I think maybe I need to spend a little bit of time with a two-hand warrior for a bit, see what that looks like. Because that was quite, like, satisfying to move in and attack, and I don't know. Just one-shot things as Slam Shadows walk in and go fooing. Anyway, land. Quick save. And break. Okay? We're gonna go have a break. I'm gonna put the break time on. And there is no break timer for this one, but I imagine we'll be roughly 15 minutes. Actually, 15 minutes tonight. I'd like a little bit longer to make myself a drink. I will see you at 8:46. Okay? Be good. Don't forget to turn off the microphone. Yeah, fuck it. There are only a couple of us here. I think I took 2 current viewers. And Luxie is already typing, so I know you're already back from the break. You could just start talking now. I've also put on my nice fluffy wizard robe because it's a little cold. And that's what winter's for, isn't it? You're not currently actually, but no. You are? Kind of. Alright. I just didn't need as long a break as I expected to. Just get going, huh? Take a little bit more. Alright. Oh, I did get a drink. Hold on. Ta-ding. Okay. Fair. We'll take it back. I did get a drink. I didn't mix it. Remember how I showed everyone the growler of my absolute favorite cider? Well, not Saturday a couple of days ago, but the week before it was a very bad Saturday, and I walked past my favorite brewery. Not brewery. Liquor store? Yeah, they are my favorite now. Alright, good on them. And they had a box of pagan cherry. It was apple and cherry. It's very good. It's my favorite. This is the last of the 4. Emma had one, which is good because I did think I only had 2 before this one. So that secret is now been revealed. It is lovely. It's exactly what it says on the box. A very dark, very strong, very delicious apple and cherry cider. It absolutely deserves to be at the top of my favorite list, and I'm glad I could enjoy it. I think... yes, Luxie, exactly. Whew. I think what I'd like to do is... Someone asked, can you mull it? Could you make mulled cider out of that? And my answer is yes, you absolutely could. It'd be very expensive. But fuck would it be good. Which gives me an idea. Yes, exactly. I'll go fill my growler with a stout too, so I can go see... Yeah, you'd use it up, and like people would drink it. That's for sure. The fetid vegetal smell of decay alerts you to the swamp before you stumble upon it. It extends far into the distance, overgrown with ancient trees and vines. Solid patches of ground are few and far between. Crossing the morass will likely demand many miles of arduous travel. Forge ahead. With patience and some careful maneuvering, you manage to keep yourself and the others out of the stinking morass and on dry ground. I've had a sip. Calm down, Jimbles. You come upon a particularly boggy stretch surrounded by dense trees with not a single patch of dry ground in sight. With no way forward but through, you forge ahead into the bog. 5 hours. You're startled by a chorus of moaning voices. You spin around, searching for the source, but the moans seem to come from every direction at once. I've had nights like that. Through the trees, you spot a narrow deer trail. You may be able to get free of the bog that way, but there's no telling where it leads. Stand your ground. You'd rather make your stand here and deal with whatever lurks in the bog beyond than risk a path that leads you know not where. Yeah, we can beat up some ghosts. Oh, look at that one!
Quit.
Rotgast. Terrifying. Slam. Slam is being very effective in combat lately. Facina immediately went into wolf form. Is still casting druid spells in wolf form. Is casting wizard spells in wolf form. Fuck, that's cool.
Bullseye.
She's stepping slowly because, like, in the swamp. See her pull out some werewolf powers.
Set me loose on them.
The 2 druids kicking ass.
Don't push me.
Honestly, Maya's doing fine for ranged DPS with her rifle. Okay. Adair, could you leap Thank you, because Vale is right there next to a broadcast. I need you to stand here and be distracted. Don't run, kill the skeleton. Got some minor blights. This one changes her attack. No, just...
Wasted effort. Come at me, Postenago.
Yeah, pretty good. Okay, so I said they were spirits, but it turns out they're just regular undead. Still bad. Undead, no.
This did nothing.
Oh, did nothing at all, okay.
Show them how it's done. Come at me, Postenago.
Crits, 43. It's good.
This thing isn't doing the job.
I just saw actual evidence that when you mess over an experience, it tells you how much, or like what goes where. Because it is shared. Party has gained 650 experience points and it divides between all of them. Look at that, we have an answer. Maya got more of it because she's level 12 instead of 13. There you go. Look at that. Good job, everybody. I love slaying undead. It's so satisfying. Non-sentient creatures that resist and try and harm you for no reason. There's no moral ambiguity. Just an excellent way to pass some time. Lovely. I love it when people create undead and then you kill them for doing that too. Or you say, hey, stop doing that. And they're like, I will. And then they don't. A narrow wooden tower rises high above you. Above the door at its base, hangs a carved and painted mural of Amira and Nagati engaged in fierce battle. The tower lists heavily to the side, just a few feet from tumbling over entirely. Search. Glade berries. Deafness. Nothing. Cool. Forgotten category. A lush, narrow valley lies below you. You spot an overgrown stone structure built into the valley's side in the distance. Before the stone structure spreads a broad field peppered with ancient plinths and mounds of cracked stonework. As you move closer, you discover that the stone structure is actually the entrance to a crypt. To the doorway, though the doorway is thick with mud and as damp as sweat-slick skin, you continue down into the dark. Alright.
Hey, I got it.
Could be a fight.
Revenant Ogre! Get in there, Slam. My, Modwe is cackling.
Right here.
When we crit.
And that's how it's done.
Yashiza crits there. What a
Right
good
here.
bird.
Hey, whose side are you on? My pleasure.
Yeah, stay back there. Let's see. You're doing everything fine back there. Concussive tranquilizer. Gargle. Hit our allies.
Too fast for me.
That won't hit our allies. Let's do that because I'm a little worried.
At your service.
Set me loose on them.
Look at her werewolf form. That's so cool.
I'll teach you a lesson.
God, why aren't I? Why isn't Slave Shadows?
Makes no difference.
Cast Blizzard. beautiful druid wizard. Druid wizard wolf. Amazing.
Hey there.
Do it. And is there a corpse to explode? No.
Hey, that wasn't it.
Can't charm him. We can. Bouncing beams of light heal. Yeah, that was pretty good. I think the only issue so far is that Shiza just seems to stop sometimes. Come on, bird. Get him.
Piracy. That never happens.
Come on, Slade. You're not that low in health. Death Guard Fanatic. That was a lot of XP from him, too.
Hey there.
I may assume he was some sort of boss.
I got this.
Oh, look at that. Reckless Brigandine. Go not quietly. 5% action speed and melee per engaged target. That's pretty cool.
Isn't this quit?
Devil Karok with a girlish cackle. I like the Devil Karok a lot. It's a shame she's not here for the sequel. Who is the lizard? I mean, you may need to clarify that for me.
Speak freely.
Oh, yeah. Lizard. What do you mean? Come on. What do you mean immune? Rats. That's not gonna work, is it? The red hand. 4% damage, 4% damage taken. The gun is very good. Apply dexterity afflictions. I wonder. Nope. Cost of tranquilizer. Cost of tranquilizer. Interruption. It's not a dexterity affliction. Unless... It's still 3. Next time she levels up, I gotta remember to take a look at the abilities. Gunhawk ability? Gunhawk interrupts. Wounding shot. She can do it, that's all. Because it's got 3. How does she do it? What's the ability? Vicious. Maybe it's the takedown combo. Fortitude. Gunhawk. 20% range. Chance to interrupt, that's all. Okay, we'll have to figure it out.
Right between the eyes. Can do.
Okay, that probably
Something
didn't work.
you need?
How did that happen? Goes a little more. Alright, I'm not strictly sure of what happened there. Freeze damage to...
if I must.
This is problem-solving skills at its utmost. Why can we not? Ooh, ooh. There we go. There. Yes. More. Alright, just use the scepter, I guess.
Watch me go.
This is fine. That's normal.
And what do we have here?
Well, this is a very silly little adventure we just went on. Oh. Not sure that strictly makes a lot of sense, but we'll figure it out. I'm gonna offer you an egg in this trying time. Captain Sadie. Oh, that's a deck of many things, right. Well, we mapped the island we needed. And I think we should feel pretty gratified in that. I'm gonna just troll about, look for more islands, places to explore. I said on this Twitch stream that we may do DLC, but I don't think we will just yet. I'm just gonna continue being pirates and exploring the map. Ooh, Tahe, what's that? Got something to excite an Emma soon, too. She'll see. She has to wait.
Got someone in my sights.
Hey, what's going on?
Want some trouble, Botso? Something you need?
Really need you to stay back. See that? You're dangerous. You're not that bad. Lowering action speed and stride. Wizard cast slow. Everyone back off. Slam me, finish it. Go, go, go. Never mind, Maya got it. Good job.
Hey there. Consider it.
Ooh, armor rating against spells? But that's all. Cool, thanks.
Sure.
Take that, bounty target. Yep, you're allowed to be. You're allowed to be curious. Don't worry, you'll see. It's a joke that's very much after your own heart and your own tradition as well. Look, there's something with the word Marvel in it. A Tirtara Marvel. We will sail through it and see what it does in just a moment. Got you some fresh fruit. We don't need extra morale, so they can keep eating the hagfish. Poor worthless idiot. Still injured for 5 days. We'll sail slowly without you, my friend. Tirtara Marvel. The sea here is vast and as the sea here is vast and as smooth as cyan glass. Jumping up and down, Hamish shouts and points to the port at the pale pillar of luminous Adra rising from beneath the surface of the water. Badal takes you closer. Much of the stone is encrusted with coral, but the visible portions coil above the water in long, looping spirals. Hydra normally grows in large pillars, but this formation looks almost like 7 tentacles of some terrible sea monster grasping for the sky. Nia whistles low. So old? Had to be in Gwithens? Morale gained 5. Eldengrim scoffs. Even they couldn't do that. That's Audra's slow, steady work. Even at night, the Adra shimmers, glowing from within and casting a ghostly light across the surface of the sea. Indeed, it's hard to tell whether the Adra's strange contours have been shaped by the slow wear of the sea or distorted by it, and something about that ambiguity makes the vision all the more extraordinary. The rest of the crew chimes in, debating the wonder's meaning and origin in low, awed voices. And we have to give an opinion. This must be the triumph of an ancient people. We are fortunate to have seen it. Fuck the gods. Oop, sorry, Alexi. By Andra's grace, Eldengrim whispers, head bowed. Hamer and Nia exchange grateful grins. Beadil sails past the Adra, maintaining a safe distance. Hamer and Eldengrim move to the aft castle, eyes locked on the Teotara marble until it disappears below the horizon. It's a decent crew experience. It's just nice, you know, like, hey, here's a cool thing you can see while sailing. We're not going to fight them, we're going to parley with them. Buy their food, grog, water, ale. Thieves' Buddy. Refill our ship supplies for a lot of money and sell some of our junk. Highly respected tradition of selling junk. Keep forgetting you can press spacebar to skip all that. Don't need a battle axe. That'll do. God, I'm glad there isn't a carry limit. I'm so over weight limits. I'm not saying I wouldn't play a game that has them, but I think I'm done with them. Yeah, I give you some money for the pleasure. Thank you. Nice to have our ship completely full up of stuff. Do I sell my junk though? Is more of a high scenario. At the moment, I need to look inside myself and find an answer to that question, and that's God, that's been fun to think about. I will talk about that off stream though, I'm afraid. While I do love each and every one of you, yes, you, especially you, not super good to chat all the time. No. Loxy, it's a joke and it's a fun joke and we enjoy it. It's not up to you to know exactly what mental state I'm in now. Especially when it's not clear. Certainly hasn't been the clearest. At least that's easier too. Just to move the drinks in the correct order. Solitary rice farm. Maybe. Buy some rice and rice wine. You hear 2 crew members arguing on the deck. Oh, really? What about? An argument from the deck pulls their attention away from the gentle rocking of the ship and the smooth expanse of blue on the horizon. "Half those fish are floating belly up!" cries Taluak Longfrost. "Better we throw out the whole catch and end up with a rot-bellied crew." "They looked alive enough when we hauled them out," Beadil retorts, gesturing violently at the pile of fish on the deck. "Fish die when you pull them out of the water. That's what fish do." Well, let's check the fish for signs of disease. Definitely Maya. There are no signs of discoloration, open sores, or bloated bellies. The fish appear perfectly healthy. Told you it wasn't dangerous. Okay, well, then let's stow the fish. If it's fine, it's fine. "Take these on, captains. Every chance. Stow it," Beadil barks. "The captain's word is law. Let's get these fish below." Heave a barrel and move towards the hatch, leaving you to return aft. Gain some silverfin. Cool. We regret it, we regret it. Hopefully we won't. Beep. It's a lot of fish as well. Tahika fishing pools. You stand at the forecastle, gazing out at clear skies and gentle seas. The chattering of your crew darkens, adopting an ominous tone. Gathered at the starboard railing, they peer out at the sea. By the gods, Hamer mutters. The surface of the sea swells. An enormous, glowing shape is surfacing. Identify it. There's only one breed of glowing sea life this size to your knowledge. The resplendent phantom. Their sweet flesh makes them a popular quarry among whale hunters. The long, pale creature breaks the surface of the water. Its skin is translucent, freckled with phosphorescence, and you can make out the ghostly outlines of luminous organs beneath it. The creature rolls rolls slowly, staring back at you with a glowing blue eye. The nerve behind it is thick as a halyard. Nia smiles. This one is young still. Reach out to the beast's mind. You open yourself to the creature's thoughts and feel the potent pulse of its soul tingling at the edges of your own consciousness. It feels particularly intricate, its mind almost as complex as Kith's. You think you hear a song within its soul, a primal dirge from before the age of words. Thoughts, crew? Hamer leans over the railing. Plenty of meat on the beast. A prize like that could feed us for days, with the captain's permission. Others murmur eager assent. Shields is the daily grins fiercely. A quarry worthy of the Lord of Hunt. Let's have some excitement, Captain. Hamer likes it too. Nia steps back appalled. He'd slay one of Nagati's children and squander this blessing? Because she's from Deadfire. Hey chat, what do you think? Attack and eat the friend, or do not eat the friend? We'll let the creature pass in peace. Some people don't like it, but Adair likes this, and that's worth it, I'd say. Morale lost. You let the magnificent creature continue alongside your ship for many hours. A low, mournful music rises above the light percussion of the waves, and a gentle peace envelops your crew. When night falls, the beast is beside you still, a comforting light in the darkness. By morning it is gone, but the sense of calm it brought remains. More experience. Ooh, a shipwreck. A grand old galleon sits just off the shore, listing so hard to the side its top deck stands nearly vertical. Its mainmast has been snapped clean in half as if by the hand of an angry beast. Sift through the wreckage. Coins, flag, milk. Oh yeah, that'll be fresh. It'll be fine, don't worry about it. What's that? The Sally waves give off. Well, this idiot, back to work. Oh, look how much faster we move now. Isn't that good having a decent navigator on board? Now, Jibbles, why are you sailing along the southern edge of the map? Do you perhaps have something in mind? Yes, I do. Pretty sure it's the southern edge. It may actually be the eastern. I'm not sure. Actually, hold on. Eastern edge. Got it. You hear a knock at the door to your quarters. You're not long at sea, well, I don't know, when Nia appears at your door, wiping away sweat with a rag. Begging your pardon, Captain, we've been at sea a while now, but you've not been in state fit for speaking for most of it. Sailor glances over your shoulder and back to you. This crew's going to be taking your orders. You might want to make a proper introduction, let everyone know what you're about. You saying you've got something to worry about? No, Captain, it's just tradition and sociable thing to do. Nia chuckles. Well, let's gather and address the crew then. Nia calls the crew together on deck. A small group of sailors hang languidly from the rigging, perch on crates and sit against the rails. 1, 2, 3, or 4. 1. Welcome aboard the Wanker, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Slam Shadows, your captain. And 2. Ahoy, mates. I take what I want when I want it, and so does my scourge of a ship. 3. Now this is a crew. Can you believe the statue in my room said you were all nothing to look at? Or 4. These eyes have peeled back the veil of death, and I have returned, herald of Bereth and enforcer of her will. These are our options. 1, 2, 3, or 4. I think it would be pretty good. Welcome aboard the Wanker, ladies and gentlemen. Like, that's pretty good. Everyone here? Your safety exits are... Alright, one it is. I am Slam Shadows, your captain. Glad to have you, Captain. The cute cries, eliciting nods from several other crew members. Hayma smiles at you from above crossed arms, and shears as Dahlia claps slightly. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, or 6. We also have a 5, I guess. Oops. 1. I plan to run a clean ship. We're not pirates and we're not raiders. 2. I will not suffer insubordination. I say jump, you ask me how high. The ship isn't boards and sails, it's all of you. I'll give you everything I've got as a captain. I expect the same from you. 4. Who here likes money? Stick with me and you'll have more coin than a kid can spend. 5. I know I slept through the trip out here, but now that I'm awake, the fun can start. Or 6. Glad we cleared that up. Now get your passes back to your stations before I start throwing people overboard. Anyway, 3. That's pretty nice. Aye, Captain. Ikyu cheers, sparking chuckles. Nia claps and the rest of the crew join in, smiling and nodding. Maya likes that. Morale gained. Tuliak Longfrost. Pardon me, Captain. Pardon me asking, Captain, but what exactly is the ship's missing in the dead fire? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6? 1. That oversized naked statue took a piece of my soul. I aim to take it back. Aethys leaves a trail of destruction and despair in his wake. It's up to us to set things right. We're hunting a big blue bastard of a god. Now who's with me? Plunder and booty. We're after the god's damned plunder and booty. 5. You all have your own reasons for being here, and I doubt you all want to share. The same holds true for me. Rule 6. I'm not here to answer questions. Get your asses back to work. 1 or 5? That's pretty good. I wish. I'm going with 1 then. Adair steps forward and looks over the crew. That's not all he's taken, and if he hasn't taken from you and yours yet, don't be so sure he won't. We're all in this. Yeah, we're in max morale again. Muttering spreads among the crew as they look to each other in disbelief. Dahlia performs a gesture of reverence to the gods. Our captain's touched by the gods. Ikik nods, expression pensive. The crew split up, returning to their duties as the ship, your ship, sails on, slicing into the bright blue waters of the Deadfire. This feels like it should come earlier in the game. This is our second friggin' ship. Whoa, we're not sailing into that storm. Storms are bad. I remember going through one with a highly upgraded near the end of the game ship, and it wrecked me far more than I expected. Let's get around the side, get out of here. Glad we got gunpowder. Why? Oh, jeez. Water. God, this is so thirsty. Well, you got to drink water for a few days, boys. Harbinger's Watch. The Dead Flow. Okay, yeah, still a bit too tough. No DLC yet. It's good though. Believe me, it's worth it. We'll do it. Alright, East Edge, come on. Split reef. Oh yeah, can't go there yet. It's on its way though. The windless wastes. Worthless idiot. Could you stop being worthless, please? Thank you. We are specifically looking for Flotsam. Why? Oh, Jimbles is revealing something. There it is! Alright. Oh, come on. You've had 2 of your crew members playing a game in the hold. We haven't picked up the Flotsam yet. You're examining cargo in the hold when the sound of whispers and muted laughter draws you deeper into the darkness. Oh my god. Anyone recognize this? I do. You peer around a crate as a dagger whips by, embedding itself in a crate behind you. Hylia's feathered tits! Hamer takes a step back, palms open. Sorry, I didn't think anyone would be down here. Least of all you, Captain. With less than impressive subtlety, Chibitek pockets a second dagger. What's going on here? Hamer rubs the back of her head. We're just playing a round of all at Chibitek. Interrupts him with a quick elbow to the ribs. A round of what? Hamer swallows. Orland's head, Captain? Chibitek chuckles with open palms. It's just a name. You can join me if you want it. What's Orland's head? And carve an Orland into the mast like so? Chibitek grins, gesturing a crudely rendered figure with comically large ears and a rabbit nose. And you throw daggers at it. Each pile is worth a different number of points that count as something harder to hit the others. Nose, for example, is worth a lot of points. Stop this nonsense and go make yourselves useful. Chibitek blanches as Hamer snaps to attention. Apologies, Captain. We didn't mean any harm. We'll go get this mess started. No, fuck them. They're not allowed to play Orland's head. Especially not when they're captains in Orland. Captain, a moment. You hear the voice of Nia raised in question, and an insistent knock at your cabin door. Nia pokes their head into your quarters and frowns. We found a man drifting on a piece of flotsam. The deckhands tried to talk to him, but he's speaking in a tongue none of us have ever heard before. Should we bring him on board, see if we can get a few words of sense out of him, or would you rather we leave him to his fate? Bring him aboard, I'll meet him on the deck. Nia nods, acknowledging your order, and hurries out the door. And gather your equipment and head out onto the main deck. Ah, yes. We'd very much like another sequel action of a game designer or a games company. The writers doing something here. You find a young man waiting for you on deck. He wears heavy clothing of a kind you've never seen, the colours of his tabard bold and bright. He stands, but barely, sodden, sun-scorched and battered, and he can hardly keep his feet. He stumbles forward a bit, then rights himself. He looks at you wearily, bleary-eyed, and exhaustion heavy on his shoulders. Are you alright? He coughs out the last word and then buckles over and vomits a tremendous amount of seawater onto the deck.
You and me both, friend.
Maya grimaces and steps back from the pooling liquid. He knits his eyebrows. His words are unfamiliar to you. They sound low and hard-edged, but his tone is soft with confusion. Look at this. The white that wins, or Jehoma. The language of the Glenfarlam has diverged subtly. Or Jehoma is incomprehensible to those who hadn't studied it. Hele tia o Jehoma? He grits his teeth and takes a deep breath. The flash of anger passes quickly, though, and is replaced by thin-lipped grimace of frustration. Point to yourself and slowly say your name. Slam Shadows. His eyes light up with the first expression of happiness you've seen from him. As he pronounces his name for you, he taps the center of his forehead. I got it. Your name's Reka. He pumps his fist a bit. Please, he'll finally manage to communicate with you. Relief brings a bright blush to his pale cheeks. Turns away then, casting his gaze over the rough sea. What he's thinking is unclear, but you can guess by the vein pulsing hard in his neck and the tight fists at his sides that he seems to be coming to a decision. As soon as the words leave his mouth, he grimaces, knowing that you can't understand it. He repeats his last sentence, this time gesturing to the length of your ship, to you, to your crew, and lastly to himself. It would seem he wishes us to travel with you. Nod. Welcome aboard, Rekka.
Yuki. Ketagi. Lashta-sama.
Though he doesn't understand your words, he grasps well enough your meaning. Rekka gives you a small smile and a quick nod of his head in acknowledgement, or perhaps in thanks. Woof. Rekka? So Rekka is a fighter. What else is he? A monk or a barbarian. Primarily, he's a fighter. And I'm going to keep him that way. I'm actually going to ask, because we've already got a barbarian, we've already got a monk. And he's going to
have matters to attend to as well, you know.
And we'll replace Takehu with him for a little bit. Hey, Rekka. What's the character sheet look like, dude? Fighting Spirit, Haymaker. Got Reap the Whirlwind. Max Discipline. Rekka is a sidekick. Yes, I'm afraid he's not a full-size companion. But, redhead, very pretty. Very good portrait. I think he's a great character. And you don't know the half of it. Now, I kind of half-jokingly... A reckless brigandine. Oh, yeah. Half-jokingly, half-seriously said, this is the writers having a, we'd very much like a sequel, please. I'm not kidding, because... Extra con, yes, please. Because he's got extra stuff. Like, he expands the world a lot. And you're like, how? Why? We can't speak to him yet. Well, don't worry. Soon we'll be able to talk to him. He starts learning the language. Also, I think it makes a lot of sense that he doesn't start with weapons or armor. Obviously.
Sagnashes. Go. Ah, Beshiwa.
Haymaker. Ah, cool. So for his... He does have that. We should get to the level up interface without having to level up, because this is not very useful. Weapon proficiencies. Battle axe, greatsword, mace, saber sword, and unarmed. That's a lot. Greatsword would be good. Battle axe would be good as well. Do we have something appropriate? I think we might give him this poleaxe, because he's a fighter. Yeah. Very cool. We'll make him a two-hand attacker. We have a greatsword, but remember, the proficiency is just the weapon style. You won't be that far off without it. Let's bind him to the poleaxe. It's a fighter class. Deal shock damage. 10% chance to hit to do strikes. So yeah. From the sea song Lord Darren's Lads, author unknown. Well, the year I found myself first mate was the spring of 2668. Left my home and lover dear. Okay, that's good. Anyway.
Ah.
He's our buddy.
Uh-huh. Not a problem.
Whoa, what a dead fire lines. He's also voiced by Sam Riegel, playing a slightly more serious character as well, and that's pretty interesting. I did not play with Rekka much the last time I played Dead Fire, so I intend to have him in a party a lot, or at least spending a lot of time talking through his dialogue, getting to know him. Now, I want to see if we can talk to the goddamn figurehead. The steward of the ship, now that we've got a different ship. If it's modeled...
You came from far away, didn't you? I came from far away, too.
Pretty sure she's talking to Rekka. Bampatuk Zidaka.
You talk funny. I like you. Can I brush your hair? Do you want to hear about my dreams?
Cool. Ta.
Watch and learn.
No, we still got talking to the steward. Oh, terrifying, upsetting, disappointing. Oh. That was cute though, wasn't it? Oh, hey, Troogs. Good to see you tonight. Hope your team did well tonight, if they were playing. Vela absolutely has a crush. It's adorable. But apparently Vela's just nice to the sidekicks. She's like, you've got pretty hair. You came from far away. I came from far away. Let's hang out. And that's the sweetest thing. Mortar's Wrath. Alright, we're gonna get Rekka into combat. We're gonna see what this guy is up for. Maybe there's combat here in this abandoned village. God, they're so hungry. Nope. Mind. Search. Hit I every time I shouldn't. Rice, fruit, more water. Palmstone, also pretty good. Troops. Alright, back on the ship. Let's get going. The Hawaii Islands. Yeah, we're just sailing around getting a bunch of experience. Ooh. Hey, we found Tikawara. We got many things to do with Tikawara. Wilderness of Crookspur Island, northwest of Neketaka. We're going there first. Northwest. Songo. You know, just how through this far through? Like, not very, which is pretty funny. There've been a couple of delays, and me cancelling a few streams, and again, a lot of side questing and fucking about. We're relatively high level, so we could do a straight shot to the end of the game. Right? And get that satisfaction? Whoa, who are you? So you're being pursued. Oh no, they're heaving hull it, and their junk is coming at us. Well, we'd better try and board them. Woof. No, it's not satisfying to charge directly. Charge directly at the enemy, right? But at the plot, I love doing the side quests. This is where you get a lot of meat of the game. Yes, exactly, Loxy. Otherwise, we wouldn't have met the hilarious. Okay. Opens tactical barrage, gets acute and aware. Pull out all the stops, poleaxe them to death. Let's go. Wow, that's not a very good start. Fuck, okay. Charm as many of these as you can, Slam.
Boy, watch it.
Look at those, that's not good. Casina, are you in melee combat? What are you doing? Please stop. Actually, really like if you can get the slow out on that group of them now. Very good. Rekka's got at least one kill. Casina's on low health. I don't think she'll make it through. 222 hit points is about as much as a bear as well. Doing pretty well.
Might take a nap right here.
I need something stronger. I'll teach you.
Rekka got a cleaving stance, hit someone for a lot of damage after he killed another. Very good. I don't think we can get much AoE out of that one. Let's go Mind Lance. Good job, Aloth. Feargist. Rekka just got knocked down, I'm afraid.
Right here. Show him how it's done.
Okay. I get an interrupt on that guy? I can't control Aloth because he's not in that party at the moment. She got rezzed. It's good. Stop being in the way. It's okay, Shady, you'll be alright. We're gonna blow up a corpse.
This car. This will not do.
Get up! We're not done yet.
Slam's been knocked down. Alright, good job. Okay. Dare's now low in health as well.
We had some good times.
Dare's not gonna make it with stuns, so we might as well get Wall of Flame off.
Up and at him, Facina. You were saying? On your...
No. Dare's knocked out. Takehu and Aloth and Maya. We may not be able to survive this.
Where's Ishi?
It's those Punjabi fighters that really deal with us.
This will not do.
Defeat Ishiza. That's all of our. And now they try and go for Vela. Yeah. Damn. That happens, Trix. I wonder. This is when the combat starts. We may be able to get a chance at it. There are a lot of them. Amazed Vela didn't die first, to be honest. Okay. Turning Storm. Get that AoE out. Good lord. Adair, you're taking a beating already. Let me get a charm off. Adair's on low health. Alright. We just got a big charm. They're not that high up. No, it didn't say. Anyway, there will look at all of them that are on our side now. It may not last forever, but we'll get some significant damage at that point. I don't need you in wolf form just yet. So I want you to slow all of those.
I need some help here.
Oh, I didn't make it far up.
Something new.
Seriously, don't need you to go wolf form just yet.
This thing isn't.
Oof. Okay, the charm has ended. We don't have enough phrases to do it again. But let's do the raw damage and AoE.
Boy, watch it. There's so much eating.
Come on, come on. Good, that was good. We've got enough phrases to do another charm. Come on, Slam, you can do it. And you've got a really long recast time. Just
Damn it. Got away.
pull it off.
Not so hard.
Nothing. Oh well. I think that was just Vela, to be honest. Yeah, we're pretty far on the edge of the map. Like, where you start, things are tiered out. Shitties are like they're there and they won't die. They'll just suffer a injury. They won't die forever. It's the Vela's the real hard trigger there. If she dies, or literally everyone in the party dies, then we have to restart. We've got to give in to their demands sometimes. Raw damage off. This is not going to last that long. scene is down. We got a charm out, but it wasn't that powerful.
That's how it's gonna be.
Getting a few kills. Doesn't help that 2 of our people are down already.
Right here.
Help here. Where were we?
Charm the boss. Dares on my health. A sword loves it.
Mind if we start?
Constantine's taking a bit of a hit.
Can't make a dent.
Come on, come on.
Just like
Get a exploding corpse. That was pretty well, to be honest. Pistolier is hitting it out real hard.
That's me you're hitting.
Get an AoE heal, buddy.
Take that. Need something stronger.
Vela just got shot. Yeah. Okay, well, we're gonna take this autosave back when we picked up new companion. Potentially level up before we try and deal with a random captain. Yeah, so we just picked him up. Ooh, that's a rough one. But it's alright, we've had Wes. Barunga. Oh well. No, we're like, oh, sure, we'll give you all the stuff you want. Just come on over, okay? And then, bam, we're like, attack! Pachepi Novice Captain, they're running from us. Which is a nice change, that's for sure. Rockstomper Brutal. Well, let's give it a go. Give it a go! Faster and better prepared. Okay, come on. Full speed ahead. Oh, we are way too close. Turn to port. Takes 2 turns to turn now. We've frozen slightly. There we go. Loading, working at something. It fires the cannons. Well, it dealt a good bit of damage, but what about if we instead try and kill the crew? It's a lot of sales damage, but it's not what I wanted. So I'm gonna hold position because it's hard to shoot right after a jibe. There we are. Look at that chance to hit. Get him. Yes! Okay, so their sails are fucked. And their crew is damaged. Notice they can't fire because they don't have any cannoneers ready. We're gonna make it worse. Come on! Yes! Look at those crew! Okay, so now Waker will be exposed to wrecking fire. Like, no, let's just actually take the turn to do it ourselves. Ramming speed. Crunch. It's not the most effective, but it's very funny. It's very funny. Yes, the wanker, the succeeded to the succeeding vessel to the compensation. Look at them all. Die swiftly, and perhaps I'll be home in time to bed your mother. Yes, very lovely. Oh god, they're dangerous too. Oh, okay. Too bad. First thing we're gonna do is make it so when you attack a dare, you'll take small amounts of damage. Pacina, please summon Tempest. She's done. Alright. Poleaxe, baby. Right here. Corpse explosion off.
Watch it. Show 'em how it's done.
If you guys could like deal with that priest, that would be good. Just thank you. Brings priests pretty easily, right? $326 to $1,500. You'll be able to take him down. Just don't give up. Don't give up. You are surrounding him. It's just one fighter. There you go. That's how you deal with someone. Successor, thank you. Good lord. It's like 2.1 standard drinks only. Come on. Oh, God, it's nice to win a fight, isn't it? Take that, Rock Stomper Brodol. While we're at it, let's beat up a slaver. Same strategy as last time. We don't fix this yet. Oh, that's terrible. Fire the port cannons. Grape shot him. Although your crew is swift, you've got a huge fucking ship. And when you've got a junk that large, it takes a bit of time to get it ready, okay? Fires a grape shot. They don't have a huge crew, this is still worth it. Hold position so we don't miss. Fire the port cannon. Ooh, that's pretty good, I'd say. They do have a cannoneer. Alright, we got this. Oh, we're actually pretty low in hold now. We now need to move our people off cannons. Well, the sails are damaged. report to. No more cannons. We need to repair the hull. Hold position. Fuck. Soon nearly sound you can hear over the din of cannon fires. The splinter and moan of the wanker. Your crew is dead. Ship tilts beneath you and slides with little more than a whisper into the arms of the sea. The dark presses in, the bright burn of sunlight now nothing but a hazy memory. You take your last breath below the waves. Your journey is ended. Fuck. God damn it. God, we're not having a good time tonight, are we? That's the first naval combat with loss as well, because I stopped paying attention and didn't move people to repair the hull damage fast enough. Just kept tanking it, which was not as successful as it may have seemed. Anyway, revenge! We can go into a fight with 37 hull. Oh, no. Don't run. No, we're not. Look at that. Need to ram him fast because, like, we need whole health to ram them. Is this a good idea? Maybe. Like, also boarding and fighting them in melee is better for, like, the rewards you get. It's just weird that they seem to treat it as more risky, and it's definitely not. Maybe we're just bad at naval combat. Which would make sense.
Right here. Yeah? Right here. Leave it to me.
Killing slavers is its own award, is all I'm saying. Slam, could you jump across, please? Get a little more damage on your sword. Oh, Wrecker can. See, when it works, it works. I think there's an invisible enemy around. Yeah, right there. Ooh. Ooh. Oh boy. Just attack him.
Just like
All right. that. Ta-da! You get some things, but mostly just an arquebus. We earned more repair units than we lost by attacking. It's totally worth it. Absolutely. Right. Worth it. Let's go hire some more sailors. Is there any harm? Oh, good. Is there any harm? Oh, good. Drop of good spice rum. Combat speed, sail health, chops. It's the same. Hull health. No hull health, but combat and travel speed, eh? No, I think we're good. Man, those double bronzes would be fantastic. They're not good, but most of the time, I think they're just going to sit around on the ship and do nothing else and get small amounts of experience just by hanging out. It's going to be good for them, good for us. Does mean I'm going to make an investment. Guess I'm buying. That's fine. Yo ho ho, a pirate's life for me. Might need that Valiant Trading Company. Won't need these fines though, that's for sure. Right, they're giving us money, so essentially we can relax. Right, that'll do us, I'd say. Confident that we're earning enough money. Let's do something that we should have done a long time ago. Not 40, I'd say. 10 is enough? I'm not super sure. Oh god, we have to pay for that. No. Here, have a kitchen stove. Have the kitchen stove we're not using. All the traps should be worth a little something. Cool, thanks. Right. Give me the ship. That's better. I feel much more reasonable now. More prepared to have this many people on the ship at once. Especially with this. There we go. See? Better. Better! Even better with that. You give +1. Like that, I think. Right, because +1, -1 equals out to 0, stay at 100. Or 99, close enough. Now, double bronzer. Really? That's what we're going to do? Okay. Guess I had one too many. Oh well. Anyway. I forgot I had one on the ship. My apologies. Right. Now that we've got really good guns, deal 12 to 15 damage at an ideal range of 250 to 350, we know we need to be in that range. And they're going to be about equal when we need to blow people apart. Supply again. Retract 6 sales. Negative ship health. We're not doing that. We don't have that improved. Let's get one of those. We don't have those. Let's get one. There we go. Don't have any of those. Wait. 5 and 5%. 5 and 5%. Ugh. Get real close and then set them on fire. Move faster. Move faster. Combat speed only. It's not super useful. 20% travel speed. Negative sail health. That's fine. Really good in combat. Let's do that. Let's get one of those. But Jibbles, how are you going to pay for that? That's so expensive. Friend, you are entirely correct. That is quite expensive. We will find another way around. It involves selling cannons. Well, okay. Wow, that's still more expensive than I expected. Look, we've got an amazing ship. We've got an exceptional ship where we are quite happily rich as balls. We're going to be pirates. We're going to raid things. We're going to have success by not dying when we try and fight some pirates. Because look, they deserve it. Especially the slavers. We're going to try and kill them. And then we're gonna succeed. We're gonna re-get our investment by killing these bastards. I may not sell the animals. Okay, well, I guess we can't buy literally everything we want. Let's not get the immune... travel speed. That one. There you go. Cool. Upgrade that. Upgrade that. We'll come back for a better anchor later. We need some money to pay our people. See? Sailing at high speeds now. I know it's very close to finish time. We have 1 minute. We're going. Look how fast we move. Actually, but we're in range. Remember? 250 to 350. Turn to port. Oh no! They moved too close. Damn it. Oh well, I guess we've got to fire the cannons. Not an amazing chance to hit. Why is it so low? Not enough helmsman ranks. What is going on with that? Turning too close. Okay, well what if we just wait? Just wait a little bit. Now we fire the cannons. Much better. There you go. Turning too close. Oh, whatever. But we held, so we got plus 20. Grape shot, please. Oh. Not bad. Takes 3 turns. Hold position. Fire the cannons. Get into that crew. Jibe. I'm keeping an eye on our hull and our crew. They've lost the wind. Hold position so we get a better chance to hit. Oh no, one of the people are injured. Fires the cannons. Our cannoneers are fine. Bird is not a great cannoneer, but is doing fine. Look at that high chance to hit. We're in a perfect position. Fire the grape shot. Okay, not only did we severely tear the sails, we also set them on fire. Combat speed, sail damage, and a 10% chance of above deck crew damage every turn. Yeah, they can't fire anything. Do we not have a fire? Okay. Did I not jibe? I guess I didn't, huh? Anyway, let's get him, shall we? Now we moved 90 each round as well. When we ran, we deal more damage. And now let's attack. Hey, we had a couple of crippling defeats. I needed to get my ego back by attacking some people out of nowhere. Oh no, we lost daily wages. 48. Wait a my coin poise. Wait a my coin poise. Foretells your defeat. Yeah, alright. It's actually more than I expected up here. Come on, man.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Also note that we are grinding our infused, like, soul bonded items by getting in random attacks and attacking Kith, which you can find here, and dealing damage with the poleaxe, so Reket gets his bonded item up as well. In these scenarios where there are more of us to fight the enemies at once, it's like individual things upgrade slower, but it's a bit safer for us. Except if Vale is in combat, luckily she should be sitting back. Reke, clearing stats, crits for a lot. Not Shield to Sedalia, but still, all of our people are gaining ranks and levels. It's very good. Then we can sell all this stuff for more money. It's worth it, believe me. Boom. And look, I told you, the poleaxe leveled up. Sail into a storm with your crew. No! I just said how bad that is! Oh, terrible. Okay. Oh, and our surgeon is the one that's injured. Damn it. That's so funny. I just spent some time telling you about how dangerous those storms are, and now I've got one that's like, alright, sail right into it, buddy. Surgeon or physician, heal thyself. But that is also team building exercises are getting weird. Sail into a storm with your crew. Right, well, that is the end of Monday night's stream. We have had a lovely fun time together, and I'm really glad we could see some friendly, familiar faces. And I want to shout out to everyone who will catch this back in the VODs as well. I really appreciate you joining us for this little side quest. We broke into a wizard's manor, and how good is that, right? Excellent fun. I hope to see you again Wednesday night for more Final Fantasy VI, and I want to make some progress so we can finish it. But I think we're a little far away from finishing Final Fantasy VI, even if it is high on my priority list, because boy will that be an achievement together. Otherwise, I'm going to say enjoy the off-season for university. Be nice to one another, and tell the people you love that you love them very much. And we have no one we currently would parachute you onto. The Keita Latte was streaming a little while ago, so thank you for choosing me, I guess. Yeah. Shout out to Full Security, who should be streaming tomorrow night as well. That would be enjoyable. And I'll see you again.